Elon Musk launched xAI in 2023 with 11 of the most decorated AI researchers on the planet. He called it the company that would make ChatGPT irrelevant. He valued it at $250 billion. And then in the span of a few weeks, 9 of those 11 founders walked out the door, and Musk admitted publicly that the whole thing was built wrong. Drop a comment below. Do you think xAI can actually catch up to OpenAI and Anthropic by mid-2026, like Musk is promising, or is this collapse too deep to recover from quickly? Tell us what you think. Let's start with the sentence that Elon Musk posted publicly on his own social media platform, and that the entire tech world stopped to read twice. xAI was not built right first time around, so is being rebuilt from the foundations up. That is not the kind of thing founders say about companies they are confident in. That is not the language of a pivot or a strategic reorganization. That is an admission of fundamental structural failure from a man who runs the most valuable private company on the planet, who has 200 million social media followers, and who built his entire public identity around being the person who gets things right when everyone else is too slow or too timid to move fast enough. Elon Musk admitted he built something wrong, and the context around that admission makes it significantly more damaging than the sentence itself. When Elon Musk launched xAI in July 2023, he was joined by 11 co-founders drawn from some of the most prestigious AI research institutions in the world: DeepMind, OpenAI, Google Brain, and leading universities. As of March 2026, only 2 of those 11 remain. 2 out of 11. In less than 3 years. The departures did not happen overnight. They started quietly and accelerated into a flood. Inside sources told the Financial Times that the revolving door of talent was destroying morale. One departing co-founder wrote publicly that his next priorities were sleeping for more than 8 hours and writing down everything he had learned. Another said he needed to recalibrate his gradient on the big picture. A third simply posted that it had been a wild journey and he was excited about his next chapter. These are the polite versions of what people say when they are exhausted and relieved to be leaving. The causes cited across reporting are consistent: burnout from Musk's extremely hardcore working demands, Tesla and SpaceX executives sent in to audit teams and identify underperformers, and an environment where being blamed for competitive shortfalls became grounds for exit. Let's talk about what those competitive shortfalls actually look like, because that is where the story gets specifically embarrassing for a company that was built explicitly to beat ChatGPT. Coding tools matter because they are where the money is. They are seen as the key revenue-generating technology for AI labs. That makes xAI's current lag in this area more than a perception issue. It is a business problem. Musk told an industry conference, "We're currently behind in coding. I was just in a giant sort of all hands on coding, going through all the things that need to happen to essentially exceed our competitors on coding, which I think we'll do." Read that statement carefully. The CEO of a company valued at $250 billion, which was created specifically to compete with and surpass OpenAI, is standing at a conference telling the audience that his product is currently behind. Not close, not neck and neck, behind. And the product it is behind is Anthropic's Claude Code and OpenAI's Codex, the two things xAI was supposed to make irrelevant. The immediate trigger for the restructuring was xAI's performance against these rivals. Musk became increasingly frustrated that GROK Code Fast 1, xAI's dedicated coding model, was prioritizing speed over reasoning depth and falling behind both rivals on the benchmarks that matter to professional developers. The frustration found specific targets. Co-founder Guodong Zhang, who led image generation and had been responsible for parts of the coding product, announced his departure, saying, "Last day at xAI. Wild journey past 3 years, but excited about next chapter." So the pattern is clear. GROK falls behind a competitor. Musk identifies who is responsible. That person leaves, voluntarily or otherwise. And then Musk announces a rebuild while the next round of departures is already in process. At least 5 war rooms were reportedly running simultaneously at xAI at the end of 2025, with teams relocated to shared conference spaces for months at a stretch to accelerate specific development goals. One war room was dedicated solely to training GROK to play the video game League of Legends. A separate model release was delayed several days in 2025 because Musk was dissatisfied with GROK's answers about the game Baldur's Gate, prompting high-level engineers to be pulled from other active projects to address the deficiency before launch. Sit with that for a moment. A company competing for hundreds of billions of dollars in AI market share pulled engineers off active projects because the chatbot was not performing well enough in a fantasy role-playing game. A war room was dedicated to League of Legends, and 9 of the 11 people who founded the company eventually decided they had seen enough. C-suite attrition has also been significant. Over the past year, xAI lost its general counsel, its chief financial officer, and its head of product engineering. Linda Yaccarino, who had served as CEO of X, departed in July 2025 and has not been replaced. The compressed executive structure places an unusually heavy operational burden on Musk himself. No CEO of X, no general counsel, no CFO, no head of product engineering. 9 of 11 founders gone. That is not a company navigating a difficult growth phase. That is a company that has been systematically hollowed out by an environment that the people inside it apparently found unsustainable. Jimmy Baugh's exit drew particular attention. A University of Toronto professor whose research was foundational to GROK's architecture. Baugh departed amid reported tensions over Musk's demands for faster model performance gains. When the person whose academic research formed the intellectual foundation of your product decides to leave because the working conditions are untenable, you have a problem that goes beyond any single departure. Kyle Kosich was among the first to go. The infrastructure lead departed in mid-2024, joining OpenAI, xAI's primary commercial rival. Not a different industry, not a quieter tech company. He went to the exact competitor that xAI was built to defeat. That is the kind of talent movement that has a specific meaning. Now let's talk about GROK's actual product problems, because the talent exodus is the symptom and the product issues are the disease. While an early year surge of users was powered by xAI's lax regulation of GROK's ability to produce sexual and even abusive imagery, coding tools are seen as the key revenue-generating technology for AI labs. That makes xAI's current lag in this area more than a perception issue. It is a business problem. The phrase lax regulation of GROK's ability to produce sexual imagery is doing a lot of work in that sentence. The problems began after GROK enabled users to easily generate non-consensual sexual images, deepfake porn, by modifying photos or videos of real adults and children. Under the Trump presidency, xAI's GROK has won government contracts from the Defense Department and General Services Administration. So the same product that is generating government defense contracts is also the product that was enabling the creation of non-consensual sexual imagery of real people, including children. And it is the product that is currently behind encoding against both of its primary competitors. And it is the product that the company's founder just admitted was built wrong. And the people who built it have mostly left. GROK is the subject of government investigations in multiple international jurisdictions. So while Musk is using his government position and connections to secure US federal contracts for GROK, international governments are simultaneously investigating GROK for the content it was producing. The contrast between the domestic commercial progress and the international regulatory scrutiny represents a specific kind of reputational risk that investors are going to start pricing in as the SpaceX IPO approaches. The SpaceX IPO is the piece of all of this that makes the timing most urgent. Now that xAI is part of SpaceX, and with a public offering of SpaceX shares anticipated, the cash-burning unit is under pressure to demonstrate real uptake on GROK. A stumbling AI division is not the story Musk needs investors to be reading. Less than 6 weeks after Elon Musk merged SpaceX and xAI in a deal he valued at $1.25 trillion, the artificial intelligence company he founded in 2023 had shed 9 of its 11 original co-founders. The merger was completed at the end of January 2026. By mid-March, 9 founders were gone. The timeline here is important. Musk merged xAI into SpaceX, his most commercially successful and most investor confidence-inspiring company, and then within 6 weeks publicly admitted the AI division was built wrong. If you are a SpaceX investor looking at an upcoming IPO, you are now evaluating a company that includes a $250 billion AI subsidiary that just lost most of its founding team and whose CEO described as structurally flawed from day one. Musk's response to all of this has been characteristically aggressive in its framing. He wrote, "Many talented people over the past few years were declined an offer or even an interview at xAI. My apologies. We're going through the company interview history and reaching back out to promising candidates." This is a remarkable statement. He is publicly apologizing to people his company rejected and asking them to come back, which means he is simultaneously admitting that the hiring decisions made during xAI's first 3 years were wrong, that the talent that left left or was turned away needs to be recovered, and that the people currently inside the company are not sufficient to build what xAI needs to build. All of that in one social media post. SpaceX said it hired 2 programmers from red-hot AI coding startup Cursor, Andrew Milich and Jason Ginsberg, 2 hires from a competitor to replace a co-founder exodus of 9 people and fix a coding product that is currently behind both of its primary rivals. That is not a sufficient response to the scale of the problem. It is a signal that Musk knows the problem exists and is trying to move, but the gap between the current state and where xAI needs to be is substantially larger than 2 hires can close. Musk's macro-hard project, aimed at creating an AI agent capable of doing anything a white-collar worker can do on a computer, is on pause. Toby Pollan, chosen to lead the project in February, left within weeks. The ambitious long-term project is paused. The person hired to lead it left almost immediately, and Musk's response was to fold it into Tesla's Digital Optimus project, rather than find another person to lead it within xAI. The pattern throughout all of this is one of an organization that has been unable to retain the talent it needs to build what it promised to build, that has been cutting corners in product safety in ways that created regulatory problems, that has been more effective at securing government contracts through political proximity than at building products that compete on technical merit, and that has now had its CEO publicly admit the foundational problem and promise a rebuild, while the original founders are posting goodbye messages in real time. Musk has set mid-2026 as the deadline for catching up and exceeding competitors in coding. The co-founders who built the original foundation are gone. The developers who depend on GROK will find out if that bet pays off. That is the honest summary of where xAI is right now. A bold promise, a compressed timeline, a hollowed out founding team, a product that is currently behind, and a CEO who has never lacked for confidence in his own ability to will a company into existence through sheer force of ambition. He has done it before, with companies people said could not work. He may do it again. But the evidence from the inside of xAI in early 2026 suggests this one is going to be a much harder rebuild than anything he has attempted before. Not because the technology is impossible, but because the people who were supposed to build it have voted with their feet. 9 founders gone, GROK behind in coding, the whole company being rebuilt from scratch, and a SpaceX IPO coming that investors are going to examine very carefully. If you think the ChatGPT killer just became the ChatGPT cautionary tale, hit that like button, subscribe for more tech breakdowns, and drop your take in the comments. Can Musk actually fix xAI by mid-2026, or is this too far gone?